In today's society, most people are mentally soft. Most people are really weak, and it's very important for us as men to have a strong mindset and to develop mental toughness, because this world has a way of trying to break you down. So there's a reason why most people are giving up and most people want to quit. So today's video is 4 powerful masculine ways for you to develop mental toughness. So guys, the first one here is to develop discipline. You got to build discipline. You got to have discipline. It's just, as a man, there's no way around this, bro. There's multiple ways to do this, and I'm going to give you some reasons why you need to have discipline and some ways how to do it. But firstly, I would say it's important for us to do the things that make us uncomfortable. So discipline is about, you don't want to do it, you don't feel like doing it. And a lot of us, we operate in feelings, but we have to override those feelings and do what needs to be done. This is what real men do. This is what masculine men do. So when you don't want to go to the gym, that's when you need to go to the gym. When you don't want to do that last set, that last rep, you have to push yourself to do it, bro. This is how you develop mental toughness, because those days are going to come. They're going to really try to break you down. They're really going to try to make you feel really, really depressed because you're not at where you're at. You're not seeing progress, or, somebody quote unquote hurt your feelings, because most men operate in feelings. So then they want to just revert to their old behavior. They want to go back to the trauma and cope with things. So that's why I say, do things that you don't like doing, bro. If you hate doing it, do it, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I don't like to eat broccoli, bro, but I'll eat broccoli just because I know it's healthy for me, the organic version at least. And I do it because I don't like doing it. I discipline myself. And if you're a man, you can definitely incorporate discipline into your diet. Too many of us as men are overweight. We're eating unhealthy foods, bro. You need to incorporate more organic vegetables, more organic fruits, more spinach, more kale, more broccoli, more asparagus. Start eating organic blueberries, organic watermelon. Cut out all this junk food. Cut out the cookies. Cut out the ice cream. Guys, when you're disciplined and your body is starting to get on point, and there's a reason why so many of us in our community they talk about body game, and they talk about how you can get your body in shape. It makes you feel more confident. So when you feel more confident, you're going to be stronger, bro. You're going to just be more like, I'm a lion here, bro. I'm ready to roar. You're going to feel more testosterone, and that's how you have to feel as a man. So it's important for us to eat the proper foods. You have to just cut back on a lot of these just junk foods, and you got to incorporate this exercise. Too many of us don't exercise, and we make excuses as to why we can't go to the gym, why we can't go on a walk, why we can't run, why we can't just you got 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes excuses. Oh, I'm too tired from work. This is the discipline that I'm talking about, bro. You have to discipline yourself to go. It's easy to just sit there, watch Netflix, cuddle up with your girl, and just kick back, kick your feet up, and just relax because you're tired. But this is not how you're going to build mental toughness, because that storm's coming, bro, and you got to be prepared for when that storm is coming. So when you are disciplining yourself, and like I said, another way for you to do it too, you can just discipline yourself with semen retention. I talk about that all the time. That's discipline. Actually, that might be one of the most powerful ways for you to do it, because your sexual urges as a man it's really, really high for most of us. Most of us fall victim to lust. We can't control our lust. So if you are one of the select few individuals that can just discipline yourself and stop watching the hub, stop getting in with this chick, and focus on yourself for at least 30 to 60 days, you'll understand how to become more mentally tough, because you're literally fighting your sexual urges, bro. That's one of the most powerful things, which is why most people can't handle semen retention. Most people can't actually go on a semen retention journey. So that's what I'm saying. On top of that, you could fast. You can go on a 16-hour fast, bro. Try to just fast the whole day, and then in that little time frame, then you can eat. But for the majority of the day, we're going to fast. The majority of the day, we're going to try to rise in spirit, rise in consciousness, hear our thoughts, be conscious with our thoughts, bring awareness to our thoughts, so that we can truly fight our own mind, bro. Too many of us are falling victim to our own mind, bro. We're taking L's on a daily basis because we're believing these lies of Satan. We're believing the lies of our own negative thoughts. So our mental toughness is gone, bro. We're weak. There's a reason why the Bible says, let the weak say I'm strong. You got to develop a strong mindset, my brother. And the second one, which kind of goes hand in hand with this, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to just break your same monotony. Too many of us do the same things over and over and over. It's the same routine over and over and over, bro. Whatever you're comfortable at doing, stop doing it and do something right now to learn. You can learn a new language. You can learn how to basically go out and socialize with people, bro. You can go approach, if you're at the grocery store, go approach that girl that's working there and just, say hi to her, ask her how her day is. Just doing things that aren't natural to what you normally do. If you see that brother at the gym, say, what's up, bro? How you doing today? And then, he's going to be like, hey, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling right now. I'm trying to get these gains in. You be like, yeah, me too, bro. I was wondering, like, how long you been coming to the gym? Just start a conversation, bro. Just starting conversation is just getting you to socialize, getting you to open up, getting you to flow. It's just getting you out of your routine. Some of you guys start a YouTube channel, man. Go on here or, record yourself. You can record yourself, put your phone on your desk, put your phone on your bed, put your phone in the mirror or something, and just record yourself talking, bro, and see how you are, because that's getting out of your comfort zone. It's getting you more conscious. It's bringing more awareness to your mind. It's bringing more awareness to your thoughts, and it's allowing you to see yourself from a different perspective. Go approach that girl. That's what I'm saying. There's different ways for us to get out of our comfort zone, but we as men accept being average. And when you're getting out of your comfort zone, you're doing things that are natural. It's building a new muscle, bro. It's building a new neural pathway in your brain that's allowing you to grow. The moment you grow, the moment you keep evolving, that's the moment you can win, because you're truly going after things that are different. We as men, we just get in this program of wanting to fit in and just belong because it's easy. That's the easy thing to do. But that's what I'm saying. When you embrace your uniqueness, when you embrace the fact that God created you to be different, that's powerful, bro. Even if you're not seeing any results, that's what I'm saying. Too many of us just give up because we think we're not seeing instant gratification, but that's not what's important right now, especially right now, because a lot of us are trying to make it out this maze, bro. A lot of us are trying to escape the rat race. Many of us are trying to become entrepreneurs. Many of us are trying to have a successful YouTube channel. Many of us are trying to help men out. Many of us are trying to do things that are similar. That's why I say this is competition. This is war. So in order for us to go after the things that we want, we have to develop mental toughness. And part of doing this is doing things that are uncomfortable to you. You might not want to go approach that person because you might see him as somebody that in your mind, you're projecting that he's better than you. So you're afraid to go talk to him because you're anxious. You got real bad anxiety. A lot of people I talk to, we're just anxious all the time, bro. You need to cut back on some of this caffeine. You need to cut back on the hub. You need to cut back on these junk foods. A lot of this food that they're giving us makes you more anxious, bro. That's why I said you got to practice the discipline. Cut out the McDonald's, cut out the Burger Kings, cut out all these, French fries and pizzas all the time. You can have a cheat day once, maybe a week. But other than that, bro, the majority of your diet should be absolutely clean. You should be going to the gym, and you should actually be doing things that are different from your normal day-to-day routine, bro. And the next one here, the third one, is put yourself in stressful situations to become a leader. Now, there's different ways to do this. You can join combat sports. So you can join a boxing club, MMA club, just something that's different. So these are stressful because it's not something that you're normally doing. It's something that's getting you out of the norm. Or you can get to people, you can get around people and surround yourself and then try to solve problems, bro. Becoming a problem solver is powerful, bro, because as a leader, especially as a man, women look for us to become a problem solver. They come to you with all these issues. They come to you complaining and crying about the stresses that they have in the world. And they're looking for you to have the answers. And sometimes just being a leader is about that. The more problems that you solve, the more you become valuable. Now, there's different ways you could do that, but you have to sit back and reflect and think upon how I can solve problems. Because the more you're under stressful situations, that's building mental toughness naturally, bro, because you're doing things that you don't want to do. You're doing things that you absolutely hate. And that's one of the ways that I've truly learned how to do it. I'm doing things, I'm going to this job that I hate. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. When I was playing basketball, when I was playing sports, I would go to that early practice. I would come home, eat somewhat healthy. At that time, I didn't know exactly the information that I have now, the knowledge that I have now to eat better. But then still, bro, I would go and then I would go back to the courts. I'd go to the park and try to hoop, practice my crossover, practice my left hand, practice my right hand, practice my layup, shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly putting myself under stressful situations. And then I'm coming home, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to read books. You got to keep growing, bro. You got to keep learning. This sometimes is stressful for you because you just want to come home and sleep. You know what I'm saying? But the more problems that you could solve, just thinking a different thought, that's putting yourself under stressful situations. If you're not used to critically thinking and you start to think more and more and more, bro, your brain's going to be stressed out because you're using parts of your mind that you've never used before. You need to learn, bro. You need to truly learn. What you're doing right now on YouTube, you're watching this video, this is helping you build mental toughness. And that's what I'm saying. This is learning. We need to keep learning, bro. We need to keep growing. And I think if you're around people that love to box and you love to be, just challenge their mind, body, and soul, that's powerful, bro, which goes hand in hand with the last one here, number 4, is joining a brotherhood. The thing about when you join a brotherhood, and it could be part of like your boxing club, it can be this community here, it can be any type of community that's helping you out, but it can help you build mental toughness because they're holding you accountable. I'm telling you, bro, you need to get better. You need to be more masculine. You need to rise up. You need to win. You can win, bro. There's no accepting this failure mindset. There's no saying, oh man, I'm tired, bro. There's no excuses. I'm not gonna lie. I was at the gym the other day and, I'm over there. I just, some days are better than most days, bro. Let's keep it real. And I was a little bit off. It's probably because I didn't eat that much. I was fasting for 16 hours. I just came home. I had some oatmeal, and then I had I had 2 eggs, and that was pretty much it for the whole day. And so I went to the gym, so I'm feeling off, and one of the brothers that I normally see, we just going back and forth. I'm like, man, I'm feeling off today. He's like, nah, bro, no off days. You always challenging me. You always telling me you got to get to it. So in that moment, he motivated me. I'm like, you know what, bro? Now I'm going to use that as energy, bro. I just got geeked up. I got amped up. Now let's go back to it, bro. And sometimes you need that. You need your brother to help inspire you. You need somebody to motivate you because most of us aren't self-motivated. Most of us aren't self-driven. Most of us have no inspiration. Most of us are seeking inspiration because we have no discipline. We have no mental toughness. We're weak because this society is telling you that you could be soft. This society is making you average, bro. Society wants you to be average. Society wants you to be emasculated. Society wants you to be feminine. But you're tapped in at Men Are Needed. So together, we will slowly become more masculine. We'll help each other out and we'll unite. Brotherhood is important, bro. It's one of the most powerful things that we have. But a lot of us operate on low vibrations, so we have a difficult time socializing with one another because our vibration's so low, we automatically get jealous at that person. We automatically see him as our op. He's better than me. He looks better than me. He's smarter than me. Instead of being like, I want to learn from him and he has value. I'm going to try to come in and provide value for him. This needs to be a valuable exchange, bro. It needs to be an equal exchange of energy as brothers. And that's why we can build mental toughness. Because the moment I'm feeling down, you can help motivate me. And the moment you're feeling down, I can help motivate you. And women have this, bro. I've talked to this girl yesterday. Before we went on the date, she was telling me how she had anxiety, how she was scared to meet me. And what did she do? She was on a 3-way phone call talking to her homegirls. And her homegirls was giving her inspiration and motivation to feel herself. Like, girl, you're a queen. Don't worry about that. You've never been nervous before. Don't let this guy get you all nervous. She's telling me this. So I'm like, before the date, I'm not calling nobody. It's just me. I don't have my homie. I'm masculine, so I don't really need that. My confidence is on point naturally. But it just goes to show you that women have this, they're tribe members naturally, bro. They look for that cosign of other women. And most of us as men are isolated. Most of us as men were lonely because we don't know how to make friends. We don't know how to practice loyalty. We have trust issues. We're not man of our words. That's why I said we need to do better as men. And developing mental toughness is at the forefront of this, bro, because we can't keep being weak men. It's just pathetic sometimes when I look at the state of masculinity, when I look at how men are. You just go about in society and you look at some of these men, and women are truly more masculine than men. And it's just like, man, is this what we're coming down to? We got to do better. We must embrace this power that we have, bro. We have to discipline ourselves. We have to join brotherhoods. We have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to put ourselves in stressful situations, bro. Stress can make you or break you. When your back is against the wall, we're going to see what you're truly made out of. Are you going to truly rise up, embrace that challenge, and win? When it comes down to it, are you going to take that L, cry about it, complain about it, go cry to your mom and say how the world hates you and just want to give up and do some drugs? Nah, bro, that's not how we operate, bro. We discipline ourselves. We see that as a loss, and we're like, all right, bet. I took the loss today, but I'm going to be back tomorrow, bro. I'm going to be back the next day and the next day and the next day. You're going to get so tired of seeing me, you're going to just be on my side, bro. And that's what I'm doing here at Men Are Needed. I'm slowly doing this, bro. A lot of people be like, bro, you should get more views. Your channel should be bigger. You think that they really want a channel like this where I'm telling you to be masculine, where I'm telling you how to tap into your spirit, where I'm telling you how to use your mind properly, how to become a savage, bro? You think they want a lot of savages like this in society? No, bro. They want you to be feminine. They want you to be a crybaby, bro. They want you to complain about everything. They want you to just go home, be comfortable with your girl, watching Netflix, eating Cheetos, being obese, being on this depression pill, and wanting to contemplate taking your life. So, of course, I'm not even worried about that, bro, but I'm going to keep coming. Pause. Big pause. You're going to keep seeing me on your feed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep going and going and going like the energy buddy, bro. This is a marathon. I'm seeing it as a marathon. It's not a sprint, bro. I'm getting 1% better. I'm getting 1% better, and that's what I expect from you, bro. So together, let's start winning. And let's develop this mindset that nothing can shatter us. Nothing can break us. We are real conquerors. We are real warriors. We're born for this fight. Let's rise up and win. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time, peace.